New conference, same result. The UConn Huskies win a championship in New York City. On the floor of the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, in the 2014 East Regional Final of the NCAA Tournament, the number 7 seed UConn Huskies pull off another upset, defeating the number 4 seed, the Michigan State Spartans, by a score of 60-54. The UConn Huskies advancing to their 5th Final Four in school history, and in doing so, becoming the first American Athletic Conference team to reach the Final Four. And for all the great memories and the 7 Big East Tournament championships that UConn won in this arena, this championship that they won today may be the sweetest of them all. And just like their last Final Four appearance in 2011, also their last national championship, it was a dynamic guard that led them. In 2011, it was Kemba Walker. Here today, and in 2014, senior guard Shabazz Napier. In this ball game against Michigan State, Napier 25 points, 17 in the second half. Napier named the most outstanding player of the 2014 East Regionals, and the UConn Huskies, the key stat in the ball game for UConn against Michigan State, 21 of 22 from the free throw line. As UConn sees off Michigan State, UConn heads to Arlington for the Final Four, 5th appearance in the Final Four for UConn. And after the game, I talked with another senior for the UConn Huskies, Niels Giffey, and I asked him compare this experience and appearance that he'll make in the Final Four in 2014 to the experience that he had in 2011.
Well, my freshman year, we made it to the Final Four and the national championship, and it was an unbelievable experience because I didn't understand what it was all about, and I didn't understand what it took to take us there. And obviously we had a great leader in Kemba and the other seniors, and this year it's just I've been more involved with really creating this culture that we have at UConn, and it means the same like my freshman year, but it's just a great way to finish your senior season.
So do you think you have more of an appreciation when you get down to North Texas for this Final Four?
No, it's going to be exactly the same. I was just as excited, and I think I'm just a little more serious this time around because I understand what it takes to make it to the championship game, and then hopefully lift up the trophy at the end of next week. And this year I think I've been more settled and more involved, and it means just as much as my freshman year, because at the end of the day you want to have these 2 rings.
What did you have to do to become more of a leader on this team compared to a few seasons ago?
Well, this year was more expected of me because I understood the game better. I understood what it takes, off the court to be a professional and to be ready to take on this tough season. And I just learned so much my freshman year from these leaders we had on our team, and then just try to apply it to our group and get these freshmen, Mita, Terrence, Kenton ready for all this, even for the media. They are super excited right now, and sometimes you gotta settle them down a little bit. We still got another game a couple of days from now, but it's just amazing right now. Yeah.
Shabazz had 25 points tonight. Compare his inspiration to the inspiration that you drew from Kemba Walker and his performance a few seasons ago. Similar?
Very similar, just from his heart and his love for the game and his competitiveness. They might be, they have different type of skills, and they have different. They're a different player in some ways, but they are the same leaders and the same, and they have the same basketball mentality. They can take over games in different type of ways. Shabazz has been one of our best rebounders all season long. So, he's just one of my top motivators right now. Always talks to me, and I'll do the same thing for him.
On the back of the UConn media guide, and I'm sure it's a mantra for your team, it says 10 toes in. What does that mean?
You got to have 10 toes in the circle. It's the circle of our brotherhood, and you can't be halfway in. You can't, just be a little bit in. You have to have 10 toes in the circle, be all in.
Could you have imagined this happening to you in America, growing up in Germany?
Not at all. I didn't know what type of experience this would be. I was just excited. I got a scholarship, to be honest. Not a lot of schools offered me a scholarship, and was tough for me, but when I think back at it, it's amazing. Just the experience I had from this great university and all the things that opened up for me from playing basketball. That's one of the reasons I stay loyal to this university. I stay loyal to this program, and that's why this is my family right here.
Was there a moment where you didn't want to stay loyal to UConn?
I had doubts. Everybody had doubts, and I just had to take a step back. Not think about myself, not think about situation right now and tomorrow, but think about the bigger picture. And I think it's just a good example. Even Shabbat is a great example, for somebody who could have left, maybe his sophomore year, maybe his junior year, and played professional. But he stayed his senior year. He stayed with one program for 4 years, and now he's just a great all-around player. He's a compact player, and he's more importantly just a amazing person. And I think that just sets an example for other kids out there that they go back to school for their education and for becoming a bigger person.
Do you have any message for your friends and family out in Germany? And you can say it in German too.
I can say it in German.
Yeah.
Schöne Grüße nach Deutschland. Wir wollen es nach Dallas schaffen, und ich hoffe, ihr supportet uns.
And that means, or meant?
Pretty much meant we're going to make it to Dallas. We're going out there and have a good time, so I'm looking for your support.
Niels Giffey, thank you so very much for joining us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
As for Michigan State falling one game short of their goal of reaching the Final Four, and this loss today marks the first time in the Tom Izzo era that a senior class under Izzo does not participate in any Final Four. Those three seniors on the roster, Adrian Payne, Keith Appling, and Dan Chapman, helping Michigan State to win 104 games in the past 4 years, but no Final Four appearances to show for it. So stay tuned to ALottaSportsTalk.com, where we will have the written recap of this ball game. It's actually beneath this video right now, and beneath the story, a special interview that we conducted on the floor of Madison Square Garden. We talked with a member of the 1999 UConn Huskies National Championship and also a member of the 2004 Detroit Pistons that won the NBA championship. Richard Hamilton stopped by for an interview, and we thank Richard Hamilton for taking the time out. From the floor of Madison Square Garden, my name is Adeshina Koike for ALottofSportsTalk.com.